To think that astrology would answer every question that you may ask in your earthly life would, of course, be naive. And to believe that it could would be gullible. But astrology is the map by which we can find our way through life's maze of crossroads. Man has looked to the heavens since his beginning and has never failed to find there the signposts of life. As when traveling from city to city, we are offered many alternate routes. A road map helps us find the most direct and safest route for us to follow. Astrology provides us, through our horoscope, with the road map of our life. Let us now view the map, which leads us to the fortunes of Capricorn. Capricorn, the sea goat, is the 10th sign of the astrological zodiac, December 22nd to January 19th. As Capricorn, your planetary ruler is Saturn. Your sign is Earth. You are of a cardinal nature, steady, positive. As Capricorn, you claim a special place in the astrological zodiac. You are by far the truest of friends, the most helpful and giving, yet strongly realistic and practical. For you, it is impossible to pass by someone in need of your assistance. You have the great personal courage that allows you to champion even unpopular causes. You are affectionate and feel that love is a necessary part of practical medicine. This affectionate and giving quality is noticed by all around you, even if at first they do not understand the nature of their attraction to you. You are a perfectionist and seek constantly to improve upon yourself and the things which come under your control. You are strongly idealistic, yet this is balanced by a realistic and logical outlook. You can accomplish many things that for others would be impossible. While they may be idealistic, they are not very realistic, and if they are realistic, they may not have a sensitivity to higher ideals. Because you encompass both of these qualities, you are singled out as the sign with something special to offer. You are in company with such men as Konrad Adenauer, Benjamin Franklin, actress Ethel Merman, and actors Cary Grant and Danny Kaye. All of these people are known and respected for their dedication and unfledging assistance to charitable and humanitarian causes. Because you are highly efficient, almost any job that is taken on by you will be carried out to a successful completion. This runs through your entire life and is carried over into your personal relationships. If you offer some assistance to a friend, they know by past experience that you will carry out what you have promised to the letter. Your personality is decidedly pleasant, and this allows you to handle many awkward situations that other signs could not cope with as ably as you. It should not be thought that you are saccharine sweet and too nice to be real. You are certainly capable of hard-nosed decisions, and although you would never intentionally harm any living thing, you will fight a bitter battle in protection of something you believe to be in the general good. This applies even if a friend is your opponent. This type of fighting is never a flashy public affair. You have a natural tendency to shy away from the public debating platform and prefer to carry on your battles in the privacy of your offices or in politics, the back rooms. You have fine, natural instincts that should be followed when it comes to making decisions. You are very seldom wrong and find that only when you go against this natural instinct do you place yourself in a position of jeopardy. It would be difficult to find fault with a Capricorn personality. While no one is perfect, you have qualities that may be found singularly in other signs, but are found collectively in Capricorn. If Capricorn has any handicap, it would be that of shyness. But even here, you usually overcome this minor problem by your great personal courage. And consequently, when you have made up your mind, nothing, not even shyness, will hold you back from attaining your goal. This quality of perseverance shows itself in strongest degree when problems confront you and your partners. Where they have the tendency to throw up their hands in defeat, you merely sidestep the obstacle and continue on your way. Where money is concerned, you have what could be called a conservative attitude and are capable of saving money faster than almost any other sign, with the exception of Taurus. When some project that requires money gains your interest, you rapidly set about on a saving scheme that could make you appear almost stingy, especially when it comes to self-denial. A boyfriend or girlfriend could at times such as these become a little upset by what may appear to them as a miserly attitude where expenditures for social activities are concerned. This passes, of course, as soon as you have obtained your financial goal. Capricorn, you are truly an example of how people should act and react in their relationships with their fellow man. What we have just discussed are merely the broad and more general Capricorn traits, and can be used as a rule of thumb by which to know yourself and understand your basic motives more clearly. But to further understand what truly motivates you, it is necessary to place you in one of the decans, which divide your sign into 3 parts. Those of the sign of Capricorn born between December 22nd and December 31st are within the first decan. Those born between January 1st and January 10th are within the second decan. And those born between January 11th and January 19th are within the third and final decan. If you were born in the first decan, December 22nd to December 31st, although you have all of the many qualities of Capricorn, you have the strongest tendency toward thinking in large-scale fashion. This is not wrong, but it can lead you into many difficulties that could be avoided if you would master walking before attempting to run. Because of this tendency, you can sometimes place yourself between 2 opposing desires. You can see on one hand the opportunity to start another and what you feel successful project, while on the other hand, being so totally bound up in your grand scheme, it is impossible for you to get the time to consider another area of interest. This can sometimes cause you, of the first decan, to become unsatisfied with what you are doing at the moment. Self-discipline can help you avoid this situation. The second decan, January 1st to January 10th, has marked you as the most determined of your brothers and sisters. Nothing for you is too much work, and one of your main problems will be finding enough hours in the day to accomplish what you had in mind. You at times tend to be a little touchy when you feel you are being disturbed, and you should guard against this sensitivity to interruption. You also have the tendency to believe that you can do 2 jobs at the same time with equal ability and attention. This is doubtful. You cannot burn the candle at both ends. You must guard against draining your energy. Of the 3 decans, those of you born within the third, January 11th to January 19th, are by far the friendliest and most outgoing of your entire sign. You have perseverance and determination to finish whatever you start. You will also go to any length to check and cross-check the feasibility of some scheme. It is because of this trait that you at times cannot see the forest because of the trees. You lean toward a more complex nature than your brothers and sisters of the first and second decan, and consequently search for more complex answers where often the answer is very simple and obvious. You have many gifts, and application of these gifts will carry you to success and happiness in whatever you may decide to do. For Capricorn, the good qualities far outweigh any faults that you may have. It is sometimes hard to believe that any sign can have so much goodness within it. But Capricorn is proof. And while there may be exceptions to every rule, in most instances those of the house of Capricorn run true to form. One word of caution. Charity begins at home. And so be kind to others, but do not put too great a strain on your own energies. Remember, there are those who will take advantage. Exercise your own good judgment.
Capricorn, because of your many abilities and your high degree of efficiency, a choice of career should not be overly difficult. You would probably function best in the engineering, mechanical, or building trades. In these areas where efficiency is so very important, your qualities would quickly bring you to notice. You should also consider, even though it may not be on your list, the agricultural industry. Those of an earth sign function well in such things as farming, animal husbandry, and ranching. You may find a great degree of happiness and satisfaction being close to the soil. It would not be advisable for Capricorn males or females to go into welfare or charitable work on a full-time basis. To be of the greatest assistance in these areas, one must remain objective. And for Capricorn, this may be extremely difficult. It is seriously doubted that Capricorn would be capable of leaving their work at the office. This could seriously interfere with your personal relationships. In whatever business you decide to enter, you will probably, in most cases, set about to expand its potential. In this, you would probably be better suited to a large organization where capital for expansion and improvement is readily available, for nothing will frustrate you more than being handicapped by the lack of funds. You should be aware that some of your decisions and some of your plans for expansion will not make you overly popular with some of your fellow employees. This is because their position in the company may be threatened by your proposed plans. While you are of a conservative nature, you do not like bulky or obsolete methods where streamlining would affect greater efficiency. In all probability, you will not open your own business as such, unless it is in the field of agriculture. You have a great desire for security, and while you can gain this security from the soil, you tend to feel more comfortable within the large organization if you're involved in business. All indications are that you will attain an executive position, and while you are charitable and kind, you do have high demands when it comes to efficiency. Remember, you cannot do everything yourself, so trust and be patient with those around you. For Capricorn, the stars shine favorably, and little else should be said. You have the ability, you have the determination, and you have the intellect. Use it, but be sure you apply your own good judgment. In health, those of the sign of Capricorn may have a rather sickly childhood. This certainly does not hold true for Capricorn in later years. You have a natural instinct to take care of yourself, although you may be prone to accidents because of preoccupation. Your constitution is generally strong, and you spring back from any disorder that may temporarily disable you. You will have a seemingly inexhaustible supply of energy. When you run out, it tends to happen without warning. Obey your instincts in this matter. You, better than anyone else, know when you have had and done enough. Capricorn has a strong tendency toward colds in the stomach, and consequently should avoid iced drinks. For that matter, it is wise to avoid both extremes of the temperature spectrum. There are certain things that you should and can do to maintain your usual good health. One being rest. Because of your great expenditures in energy, you must be sure that you obtain the proper amounts of sleep. In this instance, if you become overtired, you have a strong tendency toward pessimism or negative attitudes. You should also avoid taking stimulants because of your lack of sleep. Secondly, you must be sure that you eat a properly balanced diet. This holds true for all signs, but especially for signs that expend great amounts of energy, and Capricorn is definitely one of these signs. Generally, Capricorn should not be bothered by any serious health problems, providing they use their common sense when it comes to workloads. Capricorn should, as should all other signs, have regular medical checkups. This does wonders for your own peace of mind. In friendship, you will be sincere and devoted. Although some people may tend to classify you as a greater friend than you actually feel yourself to be. When it comes to forming friendships, you decide. And no matter what the other person may think, this decision will always come directly from you. You will probably choose your friends from among the house of Virgo or from your own sign. Although you may be susceptible to hard luck stories from Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, this can lead to friendships of which you will be the stronger. You will tend to form these friendships out of sympathy as opposed to compatibility. You may find that you bump heads with the air signs of Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. You will find them far too impractical, and their quick movements tend to make you nervous. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius usually will bump heads with you on almost any issue. Common ground with those of the fire signs will be hard to find. In marriage, you will probably find that Taurus offers you most things for which you search, and these unions are usually extremely happy and successful. The qualities of both Taurus and Capricorn are well matched, although Taurus is far more capable of cold-blooded action than are you. The Capricorn marriage with Virgo should also result in a happy union, although Virgo may be a little too sexually reserved to satisfy Capricorn's desires. The Capricorn male will run his house as he sees fit, along good, practical, and conservative lines. His humor tends to be dry, and in most instances you will not find the Capricorn man with a lampshade on his head at the next party. Where sex is concerned, he has in most instances what could be called a positively healthy appetite, and he will be an extremely obliging mate. The women of the house of Capricorn are very positive in what they feel their man should be, and that is why Taurus men have a strong attraction for Capricorn women. The only area where problems could arise would be in the Taurus male's indifference to sex. The Capricorn woman, while possibly a little reserved, usually has no intention of going without this vital part in her marriage relationship. This is one reason why marriage with your own house of Capricorn can be extremely satisfying and happy. In whatever you attempt, luck will play a natural role. While you are not the luckiest of all the signs, you are by no means unlucky. You can do much to aid your luck, such as being sure that certain colors are always to be found in your environment. For Capricorn, black and dark brown are especially advantageous, although you may have a natural attraction for red. The numbers that are most likely to bring you good luck are 5, 7, 12, and 19. Wherever these numbers are mixed with your colors, in any combination, it should prove to be most advantageous. The stone that can act as a magnet for good luck for the house of Capricorn is the garnet, and should be worn whenever possible. The day of the week that offers you the best chances of success is Tuesday, and major decisions made on this day stand an excellent chance of achieving that which you desire. The months which you may find are more eventful, and this does not necessarily mean lucky, are June and July. Almost anything is capable of happening within this time period, in most cases for the better. For those born within the house of Capricorn, life holds many pleasures. But one word of caution. Capricorn should avoid drinking in excess or becoming overtired. This tends to break down your otherwise excellent qualities. Success can be yours, but you will have to guard against becoming fatalistic.
Your fortune is in the stars. Your horoscope can show you the way. But as in all things, you are the judge and the jury. You must make your own way through life and make the decisions that only you can make with any degree of total understanding. You are the leader, but the stars can be your guide. Your fortune awaits.